everyone. Welcome back to Honestly Same.
Okay, this is the episode 4, and today we're going to continue our series called Honestly, Who Made You?
So, for this episode, we're focusing on sports, athletes, and physical activities, the ones that taught us who we are and helped to shape our identity.
Okay, so let's dive in. Honestly, who made you? Uh, Athletically.
All right.
For me, the sports that shaped me the most growing up was basketball. So I really love it, starting from like elementary school and all the way through middle school, high school back in China. And I didn't have a actually no high school here, but then middle school back in China. So I didn't have anyone teach me. So like some of other people, like they have parents like who played for a long time, so they can just learn by them. But me, I just learn by myself, and then I just try to get better. And also, I wasn't tall. Was not like naturally talented like some other people. So but I really like it. I love it. Like anyway, so and then when I moved here, I also really like never had a chance to have a coach or something because it's expensive. So, but then I still try out for the high school basketball team. But the other thing is for my school, Molo High School, we have a really good people on my team. Every year, like people try it out, so like they're all too good. So still did not make the team, but but then the good work is being like showed noticed by the coaches. So but now things are different. So I still play basketball sometimes, but not as much. And then I'm more into martial arts now. So like started with boxing. I think like a few years ago, back in before COVID time. I was just saw the UH gym. They have what is it called? A free classes at
Mm.
the gym. So I just went. I'm like, oh, boxing. I want to try that. So that's how I started to learn that. But then after that, I didn't stop it for a while, and then when I signed up for the UFC gym, and I was like, I want to try kickboxing or Muay Thai. So yeah, that's the new thing I'm doing now, and that will become my sports now. On top of that, I also train at the gym, like do all the classes, do like a CrossFit style workouts, and the movements has become part of my lifestyle now. So I feel like stronger and also keep improving because I'm showing up consistently. So it's like for me now it's about stay active, learning and push myself a little bit every day. So what about you?
For me, I think the sport that shaped me was yoga and running. So, yoga taught me how to stay grounded and find balance, even when things were tough. And then crossing the finish line when I did the Honolulu Marathon last year showed me that I'm stronger and more resilient than I ever imagined. And of course, I couldn't have done it without the support of my family and friends and their encouragement and their positive words to me and everything. So, yep, just yoga and running for me. So, we both kind of have like pretty opposite sports interest, I feel,
Well,
which is pretty
I
cool.
tried running and I also done some race, but then I feel like I don't really like it that much.
Oh,
Maybe I'll do a marathon one day since I already did a half marathon. Just check
yes,
off
it's
my
good
bucket.
cardio.
Just check off my bucket list. Maybe but then I also forgot to mention Spartan race is something else I do. But it's just like a habit, like hobby. So not really like a I want to really get in like deep dive into it. Maybe not. So we all also ask all you all on the Instagram what is like a sports or athlete that shaped you growing up, and today who keeps you moving. So we got some response.
So here are a few responses that stood out. I think we only got two responses this time, but one person said a competitive hot dog eating contest, and another person said Kobe Bryant.
The first one is so funny. I saw it, I'm like laughing because that's not really
A
like
sport?
I mean
It's like a
it's a
it's an
good
eating sport.
yeah, it's a sport. I guess you can count it, but it's so funny. I don't know whoever write that. It's a good answer.
Yes. So now let's reflect a little bit. So, what does training or movement continue to teach you, and how has this changed over time?
Okay, so training in the gym taught me the most about myself. Over time, I learned not just how to get stronger, but also the knowledge behind it, like how to feel my body, cut weight for competition or how to do a healthy way of cutting it. I went through like so many up and downs, losing weight, gain weight, cutting again, and getting stronger each time. And also looking back, I realized like um, I used to try like use a really unhealthy way of losing weight, like I just because like that's how everyone feels like it, like that you should do that. All the people think, oh, you just eat less and less and less,
Mm.
and you lose weight and do a lot of cardio. Like people still believe that. A lot of people still believe that, but that's not how you do it though. A good way of doing it is supposed to be eat enough calorie, maybe in the calorie deficit, and then exercise just like a small part of it is like a lifestyle. If you want to stay the way you want it, and then the other extreme way of losing weight, it's doable, but you just gonna what is it? It gonna hurt you more than help you because you will lose weight in short term, but you will gain all the weight back later on. So it's not sustainable. You need a sustainable way to keep it the way you lost off and then never gain back. And also, as I've gotten deeper into like boxing, kickboxing, or especially Muay Thai, I learned that even more about myself, like how important it is to use your core for balance and how to carry less weight, help you move faster. That's why it's better to not being weighed too much. And then like I also understand why most what are they professional fighters, they're like pretty lean and or yeah, they don't look like big or something because looking big is kind of hard for them to move to get fast for quick. And also, what is it? It also taught me like, what is it? It's hard when you. It's not easy to reach the goal you set up. Sometimes it's not always easy. But then like training also can be lonely too. So there are days you want to quit, but usually that's the point where you're closest to the breakthrough. So if you keep pushing, you might surprise yourself with what it can achieve. What about you?
I think for me back then, yoga showed me how to slow down and how to be patient with myself, while running kind of pushed me to test my limits, especially during the marathon. And then nowadays, some days it's about discipline and sticking with the plan. Like, I'm going to run at this time, I'm going to do this at this time. And then other days, it's about giving myself grace and listening to my body and what it needs. And if I'm too tired, then I won't push myself. But if I feel like I have enough energy and just need a little bit more motivation or something, then I'll push myself to get my workout in.
So, who was the athlete or fighter or a sports figure that you look up to?
For me, it wasn't really about famous athletes that I looked up to. I looked up to the people kind of like you, like the people around me, like my yoga teachers inspired me. And the runners in my life gave me the push I needed while preparing for the Honolulu Marathon and everything. How about
For
you?
for me, think back now. I think back then when I was younger, I was into basketball. Maybe I don't have one. Maybe I think I look up to Kobe Bryant. I guess because
Mm,
he was like the goat to everyone. To me too.
definitely.
Like he wake up early to train, work harder than anyone else, always be ready. So I respect his mindset. They call it Mamba mindset, something like that. Yeah. And then so I still carry some of these lessons with me like today, but then currently I don't have one specific person since I'm doing like martial arts now. But I just started for like a year and a half, so still kind of early in the stage. But then I feel like I look up to all like the professional fighters or the people around me who's good at those, like Muay Thai or kickboxing. I appreciate everyone who takes time to help me, like teach me about what I should do as a shorter person because I'm like shorter. Like a lot of people, like most of the people like taller than me. It's hard to find someone like same height with me, so it's always people shorter, like taller than me. So they kind of teach me what to do in this kind of situation as a shorter person. So yeah.
And what moment in your athletic journey do you think changed everything for you?
Okay. So like I said, I like to play basketball growing up. So for basketball, which taught me like that hard work does get noticed eventually. Maybe not like at the moment or just like right away. But yeah, it does. Most recently, like I'm preparing for like the Muay Thai development league that was back in April. It was like a
Mm.
huge turning point too, like because I mean, I always wanted to do that one. I've seen that thing like for a long time. Like before when I just started, I want to do it, but I asked one of the other coach who is not teaching at UFC now. He said I was just starting it, so I'm not ready. So okay, and this time I get a chance to prepare for it. But then I feel like, yeah, there were good days where I feel like, oh, I was improving a lot. But then there's also bad days where I just work hard but didn't see much progress. So that experience taught me that like not every day will be good, but that's part of the journey too. So training isn't easy, especially when you see how hard like those professional fighter work every day. It gave me like a perspective on how tough it really is, especially when they turn their hobby, like there used to be a hobby, to actually their job. Then it's gonna be a different thing.
And for me, I think there's two moments. One was crossing the finish line at the marathon. Absolute torture, honestly, but so rewarding at the end. My dad jokes about it, and he said that I crawled to the finish line. And the second moment was realizing how much movement had become part of my life and part of me. And um, I realized that when I think I felt uneasy if I didn't move my body or I was just like sedentary all day, just like sitting there. I felt like I needed to like get up and move, like just like do something physical.
Yeah, I think I like it when you finish something and they get like reward, like a medal or something.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted those too. That's why I do those things.
Yeah, because there's a sense of purpose, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna run, and then at the end, I get a little prize, or I get a T-shirt or something.
Yeah, that's why I do those things too. I want to get a lot of like medal just to show off, flex.
All right. And then for you, Pauline, what did being on a team teach you or not teach you, or not being on a team? Like, what do you think about that?
um, I think being part of a team is like having like a community
Mm-hmm.
besides you going to the gym, because you train together and share good times, bad times with the other people on your team, and also you create memories that
Mm-hmm.
can be like it can be replaced. And so when I train along, like back in April, like it was kind of lonely actually sometimes. Like, but now as I prepare for another one that's coming up in October with a group of people now, not just me, I feel like much better because we push each other and support one another, and then we also grow closer as friends. And at the same time, training solo has like its own benefit. It teach like discipline, patience, and how you rely on yourself. But for me, it depends. Sometimes like I prefer training with others. Sometimes I prefer on my own. So both sides have like shaped me in different way. But definitely training with a good people like you is, I guess it's fun too. And also what is it? You can see how other people do stuff, and then what is it? It just I just feel like what is it? You're willing to train more, I guess, and put more time into it. What about you?
For me, even though I haven't really played on a traditional sports team, I think being part of like a running group, for example, or a group yoga class, or even having like friends at the gym taught me so much more about community and support, like having a good support system. Like you said, right? Like when you work out in a group together, sometimes you guys like are able to push each other to do more or do better. And at the same time, I think training solo has just become as important for me too, because you kind of get to like more like lock in, focus on what you really need, right? Rather than like what the collective needs. So I think having a good balance of like being in a group and doing stuff independently is really like healthy in terms of exercising and movement and everything.
I guess for running, you just have a group of people you're more likely will be wrong. Otherwise,
Yes.
otherwise you'll be like, okay, no, forget about it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm gonna walk now, you know?
And be like, no, 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 I'm not gonna walk. I'm not gonna run this week. Just forget it. Okay, so did your relationship with your body change through all those sports you did?
Yeah, I think my relationship with my body has changed a lot through movement. So yoga really helped me to slow down and listen to my body. And I think running and strength training gave me more resilience, and showed me that consistency matters more than numbers. So I used to be very like, oh, I gotta run this distance today, or I gotta like lift this amount of weights today. But I think that's not as important anymore as just like being consistent, like making sure you're doing something each day to work towards your goal, you know? What about you?
Okay, yeah. For me, yeah, it does change a lot. Like back then, I did not know how to feel my body properly,
Mm.
and then like I said, I tried an extreme way of lose weight, and also those methods worked for a while, but it the weight always come back, and also or even gain more weight, and then but now after like gaining more experience and learning from like coaches, and then I know how to like lose weight in a healthy way, and also learn like the importance of eating like enough calories, balanced protein, carbs, fats to give me like energy that I need, also to preserve the muscle enough, muscle while losing weight. And also I feel more like connected to my body. I like because I know how to feel it, recover, and then train in a way that keeps me stronger. That way I can like keep training and then not get hurt, and also not like because get hurt and I have to sit out something like that. Also training makes me feel like not just physically strong but also more like confident, balanced, and grounded. It taught me to like respect what a body can do and not just how it looks.
Really good.
Yeah, and also I guess be able to train at a gym that I go a lot to, attend all those classes. Kind of, I made a lot of friends too, and then find a community. So it's a way to like, what is it? De-stress me. That's like my way of de-stress. Yeah, after like a long day at work or something like that.
You know, honestly, sports and movement can shape us in ways we don't even realize. They teach you like resiliency, patience, self care, and they connect us to others, like you said, like having friends at the gym and like being a part of a community of people who, take care of themselves and take care of their health and everything.
Yeah, I agree definitely, and also we love to keep the conversation going. So you can send us your answers too, or tag us in a story with the sports asset that shaped you. And also, oh,
Oh.
yeah,
And don't forget, this is just one part of our Honestly Who Made You series. So next week, we'll dive into another influence that helps to shape our lives.
okay, see you in the next episode. And remember, if it shaped who you are,
Honestly,
honestly, same.
same.